Hello students, you are on exercise 03 for our Autodesk Inventor 2020 tutorials. Here we have exercise 3. We're going to 3D model this and create the technical drawing for this one. I'm going to try and move a little faster in this video. For those of you who can keep up with the pace, that's fantastic. Make sure to pause and play the video as needed. So let's get started by making this part. Open up Autodesk 2020, click on the File menu, click on Part. And remember, for all of these exercises, we're using millimeters. So our first step in Autodesk Inventor is to go to Tools, Document Settings. The menu will pop up. Click on Units, change the length to millimeter, and click Apply, Close. Then click on Start a 2D Sketch. Click on your XY plane. Let's look at the drawing that we have here. I think I'm going to start with this view so that I can extrude it and cut this section out. So we have let's look at it. So this is 100 by 45. So let's start by making that rectangle. So click Rectangle. From the origin point, click and then click on Dimension, click on that bottom line, and that should be 100 millimeters. My drawing went off the page, so I'm going to click Front on the View Cube to get that centered. Click on Dimension again, click on the right side, and that was 45 millimeters. Let me double check. So 100 and 45. This 20 is for this section here. We will cut that out later. I see that there's a circular shape here, so I'm going to make the outside portion of it, and that says it has a radius of 25. And here's a new skill. Click on Circle, and Autodesk will automatically find the midpoint of lines. So if you move your mouse near the midpoint of a line, it's going to find it. It's going to snap to it. It should look like a little dot. My little dot is green, so I'm going to click that and move my mouse outwards, and right now it's set to a diameter setting for the circle, but if we go back to the drawing, it says R25. That means radius. So what I need to do is, before I click here, I need to right click, change the coordinate type, change the dimension type to radius. So I need to check that. And it'll look like a dashed line going from the center of the circle outwards to the edge of the circle. And what was the radius? 25. Okay, so I'm gonna type 25 and press enter. Okay, there's a couple ways you can do that. So you can just draw a circle and then click dimension. And here we see it's set to diameter. So I'm gonna right click, dimension type. This time it changes because I'm using the dimension button. Dimension type, radius, that should be 25. But your circle will stay centered with this middle point here. I'm going to click trim, and I'm going to trim this line and this line so I get the outside shape. I'm then going to click on Finish Sketch. I'm going to click on the little home button of the View Cube. And on the right side view, it says 60. So that's my depth. So that's my extrude depth. Let me zoom out a little bit. I'm going to click Extrude. And my Extrude menu pops up. The distance should be 60. I'm going to click OK. And nice. This time my part didn't change colors. Now we can cut away from this section here. So we're going to cut out this part. And this is pretty nice because on the side view it says 2020. So what we need to do is right click on this surface, the right side surface, and click New Sketch. And what we need to do is click on Rectangle, find a part of the line here, not the midpoint. You don't want to snap to the midpoint on this. You want to snap somewhere over here, and you want to go past the part, so past the top of it, like right around here. And then we'll dimension this line to the edge, and that should be 20. Press enter. And then this line to the bottom, and that should be 20. Okay, so it says 20 and 20. Now this shape right here, that's the shape that we're going to use for cutting away from the part. Click Finish Sketch, click Extrude, click the Cut command, click the Through All command, and then click on your rectangle that you just drew. If it's not already automatically cutting out like mine automatically cut out. Okay. Now we need to cut the hole here with a diameter of 40. So on this surface, move your mouse on there, right click, new sketch. We need to find the center of this hole. So we're going to click on Project Geometry, click on the arc of that circle here, and the center point pops up as a little dot. Click on Circle, click on the little center dot, and move out. And now I'm still on radius, so I need to change back to diameter. So I'm going to right click, click on diameter, and the diameter is 40. So I'm going to type 40, 40, enter. Then I click Finish Sketch, click Extrude, click Cut, click Through All, click OK. And there it is. There's exercise 03, totally, completely 3D modeled. Save it. So click on the save icon. This is EX03. Uh-oh. EX03 and your name, click save. Then, if you want to, go to Tools, click Adjust, highlight your part, change the color to whatever color you want. Then, click Save again. Then click on the File menu here and click on Drawing. Let's set up our sheet like we did in the last two videos. Right click on Sheet 1, click Edit Sheet. What size should it be? We always want it for size A for us. Click OK. Move your mouse over ANSI large, right click, click delete, click on the little plus for drawing resources, click on the little plus for title blocks, right click ANSI A and click insert. Then click base, and you should see the front view pop up. We want to move it to the left side here. You can just click and drag it over, and then move your mouse above the front view and click once, and then move your mouse to the right side and click once, and then move to the isometric side and click once. Then click OK. Your scale, if your scale is not on 1/2, change it to 1/2. 1/1 is too big, 1/4 is too small, 1/2 is just right. Let's see, what is 3/1? Oh, that is way too big. 2:1 is way too big. And 1/2 is just right. Click OK. I want this shaded, so once you clicked OK, move your mouse over it. The little dotted line should go around it. Double click it. Click on this button right here that says Shaded. Then click OK. And add all of the dimensions that you see here. So you've learned how to do that in the last video. You had a very thorough video explanation in exercise 02 on how to create and add dimensions, especially center marks. So watch me do that. And I'm going to match all of the dimensions that are here. I'm going to match on my technical drawing. I'm clicking Annotate, clicking Dimension, clicking here. Oh, I forgot to do something. This says 3.94, but here it says 100. I'm going to click on that dimension and delete it. Oops. Tapping Escape a bunch. I need to go to Tools, Document Settings. The annotations need to be ANSI MM. Apply Close. Now, when I click on Annotate, Dimension, it should say 100. Okay, perfect. Let me add my center mark. That center mark is a little weird to me, so I'm going to right click the center mark, click Edit Centermark Style, wait for the menu to pop up. For A, I'm going to make that 2. For B, I'm going to make that 1. For C, I'm going to make that 4. So A, B, C, save and close. That center mark is a little bit better. I want it to look more like a center mark, because you see how it's like little dashes. Edit the center mark again. And for D, let's make D, no, that's alright. This is okay. Save and close. Now, using that center mark here, we can dimension this 50. So click on the corner, click on the center mark. There's your 50. We have that 25 here. 20, and 45. So click on the corners. And then we have the radius. That should say R25, just like that. And we notice right here it says 25.00, and it's doing that for all. Our precision needs to change. So I'm going to move my mouse over a dimension, right click. Well, I'm tapping escape because dimension was selected. Right click on the dimension, click Edit Dimension Style. Go to Precision, make that 0, and then go to Text, and we want that to be inline horizontal right here. Save and close, and that should update that. Clicking on Dimension. There we go. Look at that. That did that automatically. I love when that happens. And now let's look at this top view here. We have a new line, a new center line that we have not learned yet. And to create the center line, you have this button right here, Center Line Bisector. So you click on that line, and what happens is you need to click on the hidden lines that represent that hole. So you just don't click on the midpoint. Click like when it's highlighted. So click and then click the next one, and it'll automatically make a center line. So let's look at this. So that's 160. So 100 here. From the corner to corner, right here. And then we have 25. Let's make sure that 25. Oops, clicking dimension. 25. The dimension, I'm going to grab 25 and move it to the left. And then this is going to have a special dimension right here. So click on the point, click on that point, click 50, okay, and then double click 50. And right before that, so I'm using my arrow keys on my keyboard to move to right before here. We need to insert the diameter symbol. So if you look right here closely, it says diameter. Click on that and then click OK. Just so you can match this. Let's move to the right side view. Can you imagine doing all this by hand? People did that. Dimension 60, 45, and 70. Oh, we need another center line. So click center line mark, and from the hidden line you gotta click. It's hard to see because there's an object line in the way here. That's fine. Don't worry about that. Click on dimension, click on the corner, click on the top right there. That should say 45. And then the corner to the corner, that should say 70. And then this should say 20. This should say 20. Now our part is fully dimensioned. Go to File, iProperties, click on Summary, update the title. It should say, in all caps, EX02, subject, engineering, teacher, that's me, the cruise, manager, I'm also the cruise. I'm sorry, author is your name. My bad. Your name. Manager is me. Company, Kenzo. Apply, close, and you'll see your text box update. Click save. Save it. Let that save. And then for your file submission, this is what I want you to do. You're going to do this every single time. You're going to go to File, Export, PDF. Okay, and export that PDF. It should all look like this. Click Save. And that's the file that you're going to upload for credit. Now, of course, along the way, if you have any issues or problems with making the part, get my help or ask a peer, and you should be finished with this part by the end of this video or class.